It's Friday, June 27th. In the headlines, the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERA, responds to a reported increase in neonatal deaths at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. In business news, it's World Micro, Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises Day. Regionally, in Barbados, Carifesta 15 to exceed expectations. And in sports, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Sharika Jackson and Tina Clayton set to blaze the tracks at the 2025 Jamaican National Athletics Championships. This is the weekend news on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. The Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERA, has launched an investigation following a reported increase in neonatal deaths at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital during June 2025. The development has prompted public concern, and SERA says in a statement released Thursday evening that it is treating the matter with urgency and transparency. Preliminary data show that most of the affected newborns were premature and had conditions that significantly increased their risk of serious illness. In response, SERA activated its established surge plan to manage the situation. Chief Medical Officer in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Dr. Jacqueline Bissessa-McKenzie, explains.
The Regional Health Authority and the facility has put several measures in place to decrease the likelihood of infections, including increased spacing among the babies and enhanced infection prevention and control measures. The region also has put in place measures such as redeployment of staff and enhanced supplies and equipment monitoring to ensure that the capacity to manage the babies is optimized.
Despite the uptick in neonatal deaths, SERA has confirmed that there is no infection outbreak at the hospital. However, officials noted a marked rise in admissions to the special care nursery compared to previous months and the same period last year. SERA says, quote, "With this increase, there has also been an increase in the number of critically ill babies. There has been a high number of premature babies and babies with low birth weight that adds to the vulnerability of the babies," end quote. A formal public health investigation is underway led by SERA in collaboration with the Kingston and St. Andrew Health Department and the team at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is also providing additional support. According to SERA, the results of the investigation will guide any necessary interventions, and it has committed to updating the public once the review is complete. The government has committed $81 million to be used in construction and $521 million Jamaican dollars for land acquisition for the construction of the Port Antonio Bypass project. Ground was broken for the project on Thursday, which will be executed in 2 phases. The development aims to divert traffic away from Port Antonio's vulnerable and congested coastal corridor. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says it is a landmark investment that will unlock Portland's economic potential.
The new 18-kilometer corridor, divided into 2 phases, will divert through traffic from the fragile, congested coastal town center, cutting travel time, reducing transport costs, and unlocking vast development potential inland.
The first phase, now underway, spans from Norwich to Turtle Crawl Harbour.
A 7-kilometer stretch of a 4-lane roadway with safety-enhancing median barriers, newly constructed bridges, upgraded drain infrastructure, and designated bus shelters.
The project will be carried out by China Harbour Engineering Company Limited under the supervision of the National Works Agency and the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation.
Let us also understand that this project is not occurring in isolation. The Port Antonio Bypass is a continuation of the transformative Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project, which spans from Harbourview in Kingston all the way to St. Thomas and now into Portland. The Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project is not only the largest infrastructure investment in Jamaica's history, it is the most ambitious reshaping of Jamaica's spatial economy since independence.
Tax authorities are stepping up property tax enforcement in Spanish Town this weekend. From Friday, June 27 to Sunday, June 29, the Tax Administration Jamaica and the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation will carry out operations in Angels Estate, Angels Grove, Frenchman's Height, and Green Acres. The focus is on property owners who are behind on payments, especially those who have the means to pay. TAJ teams will go door to door issuing final notices and offering information, while mobile tax collection units in Angels Grove and Green Acres will allow residents to pay or make arrangements on site. Compliant homeowners will be recognized with letters and tokens. Early phases of the campaign in Portmore led to compliance increases of over 90% in some communities. TAJ warns that after September 30, legal enforcement will begin for those who remain in default. Payments can be made online at jamaicatax.gov.jm via the TAJ app or through select banking platforms. For help, contact 888-TAX-HELP. That's 888-829-4357. As the first ever Toll Road Safety Week comes to an end, motorists are being reminded to obey the traffic laws and the rules of the toll roads. This as a St. Catherine man, Dwayne Williamson, who pleaded guilty to evading a toll fee and stealing a tag from a plaza booth, has been fined more than $100,000 by the St. Catherine Parish Court. Speaking at a recent Jamaica Information Service think tank, CEO of the Toll Authority, Jerome Palmer, encouraged drivers to play by the rules and take advantage of the discount being offered for toll tags.
There's a massive discount on toll tags that is east-west leg, right? It is 50% discount on all tags. 50%. It's all the persons who are frustrated, annoyed, angered by persons staying in the lines, the cash lines. Just get the tag. Now, between the hours of 4 and 8 p.m. on all booths on the east-west leg, you'll see persons walking around on those booths with a tablet in hand, selling tags.
Time now for the business report with Denise Williams.
Welcome to today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, here to bring you the stories shaping the financial world and guiding your journey to smarter business decisions. Let's dive into the top headlines. World Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Day, MSME Day, is celebrated annually on June 27th. This day, dedicated by the United Nations, is aimed at recognizing the vital contributions of these businesses to economic growth, innovation, and community development. In 2025, the theme is Helping Small Biz Thrive. And you can participate by supporting your local small businesses and using hashtags like MSME Day 2025, Celebrate Small Biz, and Helping Small Biz Thrive. Globally certified project manager and business performance coach, Andrea Livingston Prince, is here with us on World MSME Day. Yeah? All right. Now, Garnet Reed, president of the Small Business Association, he stated that we just cannot support MSMEs with words. We need to equip them with the tools to scale. That's where you come in as a business performance coach, right? Yes. So how do you help clients to scale with revenue protection and revenue assurance? Walk us through that briefly.
Thank you so very much, Denise, and congratulations on all the good work you're doing in the financial knowledge space.
Thank you.
One, we start with being generous with our knowledge. We explain to each of our small businesses of any size, from nano to small, to medium, large. We go back to basics to explain what the business of entrepreneurship really entails. What does the definition mean? How do you become strong as an entrepreneur? How do you lead yourself as a leader? And how do you execute for and on behalf of the business?
All right, so 3 things.
Yes.
What is entrepreneurship? How do you lead yourself? And how do you scale your business?
Right.
Those 3 things are the base.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we never forget what entrepreneurship really is. We focus on some key targets, but targets are not only financial. They are not only seen. There are some strengthenings and growth that takes place below the surface. They're not cute.
Not cute.
They're not cute.
What do you mean?
I mean, for things such as your team starts being more in sync. What's a metric for that?
Wow, you mean like cooperation?
Cooperating better, less argument. So you literally may need to count the number of times a decision or an output is stalled because of lack of cohesion in your team.
Okay, so team building is a big part of how performance coaching supports entrepreneurship. All right, give us one more.
Okay, another one is, for example, how fast we collect.
You mean collect money?
Collect money.
Okay.
And in that, I know we look at how much we communicate with our client or customer, but no, it's actually the whole journey to that collection. Was your product delivered well? And that may even spawn questions like, was the product designed well? Did we promise the right things? Do we need to change how we communicate what we do? Are we in the right business?
Wow. For the trading period ending June 26, 2025, these were the most actively traded stocks. Alternative energy provider Wigton Energy Limited with 5,710,091 units traded, representing 19.7% of market sales volume. Investment house Sagicor Select Funds Limited Financial with 5,080,062 units traded, representing 17.52% of market sales volume. Office Furniture and Supplies Distributor Stationery and Office Supplies Limited with 3,652,388 units traded, representing 12.60% of market sales volume. We now shift our focus to the Forex market rate set by the Bank of Jamaica. On June 26, 2025, the Bank of Jamaica reported US $49.36 million purchased and US $54.47 million sold by Forex traders. Forex traders earned $1.84 per dollar, selling the US at $161.47 and buying the US at $159.63. The Canadian dollar netted Forex traders $3.39 per transaction, with selling at $118.43 and buying at $115.04. The British pound yielded Forex traders $4.16 in profits, with selling at $220.24 and buying at $216.08. For our credit report tip of the day, are you ready to make your financial comeback count? Start by checking your credit report for errors, paying down outstanding debts, and setting up automatic payments to keep your accounts on track. These 3 simple actions can quickly boost your credit score, opening the door to financing options without needing collateral as you build your new beginning. And that wraps up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, reminding you that every financial decision is a step toward your future. Until next time, stay focused, stay informed, and keep striving for success. See you soon.
In regional news, Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Mottley is promising that Carifesta 15 will be the most spectacular and exquisite celebration of Caribbean arts ever. Speaking at the official launch at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre, she said the August 22 to August 31 event in Barbados will exceed expectations. Despite a global crisis, the Prime Minister added, Caribbean people possess a deep well of resilience to overcome challenges.
This is why Carifesta 15 will be no ordinary festival. We intend to be true to our theme of Caribbean roots, global excellence, as we reflect on and celebrate and showcase who we truly are. What it will be is the explosive unleashing of the grand reservoir of Caribbean creativity and capacity for celebration. Yes, we have earned this moment, and we must claim it. Carifesta will commemorate where we've come from, where we are at this moment in time, and where we're going on our road to transformation. Yet we also know well the deep sources of our own power, the power which on the most difficult days helps us to get up, rise up, take a few steps, and face the world, ready to engage, come what may. Like a promise eternally fulfilled, joy always comes in the morning. This is the resilience that defines us as people of the Caribbean. We are no ordinary people nor no ordinary generation. We carry the DNA of ancestors who survived the very worst with a heroism and a heroism that ensured that their children, grandchildren, and great-great-great-grandchildren would one day be carried safely ashore to a world of freedom with respect for their humanity.
Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean continue to benefit from United Nations implemented programs to advance national and regional development. This reassurance is coming from Deputy Representative and Head of Office ad interim for the UN Women Multi-Country Office for the Caribbean, Isiwa Iyahen. Addressing the UN sub-regional team launch, Iyahen said the funded programs are also working to close gender gaps that continue to persist between men and women. She says additionally, UN Women and UNICEF are working on a joint program which focuses on placing youth and women at the center of climate resilience and safety efforts in Barbados, particularly in developing the urban space of Speightstown.
In November 2024, UN Women hosted a high-level policy dialogue on gender equality and the care economy, where the government of Barbados committed to making the measurement of SDG indicator 5.4.1 a permanent feature in the Barbados Continuous Labor Force Survey. And it established in this forum the Statistics and Data Analytics Authority, which we hope will be established very soon to advance statistical development in Barbados. Barbados faces compound challenges from economic crises, climate change, and social vulnerabilities, especially among women and youth in the tourism sector, which is a major economic driver. The IRIS program responds to these challenges with 2 main models, IRIS, which is the model I just shared, and also the Caribbean Safe School initiative led by UNICEF. The IRIS model integrates climate adaptive design, inclusivity, and also a focus on smart standards and technology. And so we are very pleased to be partnering with UNICEF with support from the UN SDG Fund in this initiative.
Tobago has formed a new collaboration with Barbados aimed at boosting arrivals from Germany for the upcoming 2025-2026 winter season.
The Tobago Tourism Agency Limited recently partnered with the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated, BTMI, to host a joint 3-city roadshow across Berlin, Munich, and Frankfurt in Germany. The agency said several Tobago hoteliers and tourism operators were part of the roadshow, which provided a platform to connect directly with over 200 travel agents, tour operators, and travel media. The Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute was also a partner for the delivery of an interactive culinary showcase by Tobagonian chef Arthur Patrick. The joint initiative signaled the return of the direct Condor flight between Germany and Tobago for the 2025-2026 winter season and marked a major milestone in Tobago's international destination marketing efforts. The weekly Condor flight will serve both Tobago and Barbados. Tobago Tourism Agency Limited explained given the shared airlift arrangement, the joint marketing effort was vital to stimulating early bookings and strong demand for both destinations.
In sports, we're on the track with athletics as the pocket rocket, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, will join the likes of Sharika Jackson and Tia Clayton, as well as Tina Clayton, today, June 27, in the semi-finals of the 2025 Jamaican National Athletics Championships inside the National Stadium. Ms. Jackson singled herself out as the woman to beat on Thursday, blasting out at the blocks to stride to a top time of 11.20 seconds. Both she and Fraser-Pryce will be eager to qualify for Jamaica's 2025 World Athletics Championships team. Jamaica's fastest men will also be in action, with Oblique Seville and Paris 2024 silver medalist Kishane Thompson headlining proceedings in the men's 100 meters. In cricketing news, Australia battled to a slender 82-run advantage after gripping a second day of the first test against the West Indies at Barbados' Kensington Oval, ending the day at 92 for 4. Nasira Mohammed reports.
The hosts began the morning aiming to capitalize on their overnight score of 57 for 5, with Captain Roston Chase 44 and Shea Hope 48 anchoring their efforts. However, questionable umpiring decisions, notably through the Decision Review System or DRS, dramatically swung momentum back towards Australia. Chase and Hope were both dismissed in contentious fashion, sparking a collapse that reduced the West Indies from a promising 139 for 5 to 171 for 9. A spirited 23 from Alzari Joseph gave the hosts a slim first innings lead of 10 runs. In response, Australia stumbled early in their second innings. Shamar Joseph, despite seeing 2 dropped catches off his bowling, struck crucially by dismissing opener Sam Constas for 5. Alzari Joseph added to Australia's woes by trapping Usman Khawaja LBW for 15, while Josh Inglis fell to a ball that kept low and crashed into his stumps. Cam Green managed just 15 before being caught at slip off Justin Graves, leaving Travis Head on 30 not out and Bo Webster 90 not out to steady the innings as Australia attempts to set a defendable target.
And finally, in the weekend newscast, Jamaica is riding the wave of a vibrant new tradition, the Dragon Boat Festival, blending ancient Chinese culture with Caribbean energy in a spectacular celebration of community and competition. More from Marlon Samuels.
Imagine a race that's more than just speed. It's a cultural celebration that's over 2,000 years in the making. Originally from China, where fierce dragon boats honored rain gods. Today, this adrenaline-pumping water sport is uniting over 70 countries, and now Jamaica.
We brought this tradition to Jamaica and added a fresh chapter to the story of cultural exchange between our two countries. I believe that the Jamaican people, known for their love of sports, will come to enjoy dragon boat racing, start as much as we do. I hope more friends here will stand to see what's behind it. Teamwork, moving forward together, and aiming for success as one.
This remarkable tradition is being brought to Jamaica shores for the very first time is truly historic. It signals a deepening of the ties between Jamaica and the People's Republic of China and offers our citizens a unique window into the richness of Chinese heritage.
Every boat is a work of art, with majestic dragon heads, colorful scales, paddles that look like claws, and a pounding drum at the heart of it all. That beat keeps the teams energized as they race with passion and precision.
Jamaica has great potential to become a world beater in this sport, given its, of course, the fact that it blends sport and music. We are world beaters in both, so we anticipate that Nassau, we're coming for you, yes. I look forward very much, as I'm sure all of you do, to witnessing the energy and the perseverance of the competitors as their boats glide with bold colors and fierce dragon heads, the symbol of strength and determination today. Ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, the festival also embodies the ideals of resilience and unity, which are fundamental not only to the Chinese people, but indeed represent the pillars of the Jamaica-China partnership.
Organized by the Chinese Benevolent Association and Jamaica's Dragon Boat Federation, this two-day festival isn't just about competition. It's a lively fusion of Chinese tradition and Jamaican flavor.
Today, we not only celebrate this inaugural festival, but also look with immense excitement towards the future of dragon boat racing in Jamaica. This sport is more than just a competition, it's about teamwork, discipline, culture exchange, and community. We envision a future where dragon boat racing flourishes across the island, bringing people together, fostering fitness, and perhaps even seeing Jamaican teams compete on the international stage.
11 teams from 12 nations brought their best to the water, showcasing strength, skill, and spirit. Jamaica won the Caribbean Championships ahead of the Bahamas, a sign of the island's growing love for the exciting sport.
We are racing the smallest of the dragon boats. We're racing the 10 paddler boat, whereas in Hong Kong they will race 20 and 50 paddler boats. So really massive boats, really faster, and very, very competitive, as you can well imagine, in Hong Kong and in China.
From ancient China to Jamaica's shores, the Dragon Boat Festival is more than just a race. It's a powerful symbol of cultural unity, community pride, and the thrill of crossing boundaries through tradition and sport.
Look, we have the harbor, so why not do it? And we have, this would be also very good for the Chinese Benevolent Association because this is a cultural event as well. And this is something we're just trying to introduce to Jamaica, one more asset, and then, you know, we'll just get the mingling of the cultures, and this is what we're all about.
For the news on PBCJ, I am Marlon Samuels.
That's it for the weekend news on PBCJ. Pleasant viewing.